What's happening? Big Shay reporting for duty. Welcoming you back to another episode of the Yellow Cafe Podcast. And this morning, man, we're gonna get off into something that some of y'all won't like, some of y'all gonna understand, but gotta do God's work. What I want to say about this is, bro, like I said, a lot of times, a lot of topics I want to talk about and get out and get ahead of them. And I just know it's too early. I just know like I see things, not because I'm special. I see things because I read the Bible. I know the Bible, so I can translate the Bible to the world and see what's going on, as you should as well, as you should be able to, as any Christian should be able to. But I see things long before they, let's say, grow and develop into issues or problems that the rest of the world then sees. That even sinful people, even when I say sinful people, I mean worldly people. I mean people who wake up in the morning with sin on their mind with no regard to God. I don't mean people who have sinned. We've all sinned. I understand that. And I'm talking about people who wake up willfully with their mind ready to sin with no respect towards God. Once it gets so bad that even those people can start seeing things and questioning things, like Christians have probably been on that topic for a year or two already. But what made me want to say all of that? Obviously, I've been wanting to speak on Boosie and his fight against homosexuality while everybody's been trying to clown him. That's one thing that I can agree with Boosie on. Not many things, but that's one. But I just used to see his daughter all the time, like doing freestyles, doing interviews. And while everybody would just be in the comments just talking about, oh, that's Boosie twin right there. Oh, that's Boosie daughter. She talk like Boosie, she act like Boosie. While everybody was just looking like, and let me be very, very careful, because this is someone's child. And another reason I wanted to wait, because I never really knew her age. Now that I know she's at least 22, we could speak on it. But I wasn't going to speak on anybody's children, anybody's child. And I still don't want to disrespect anyone's child, because everyone is going through things. And in this devilish world, the devil is trying to make sure that everyone is going through things. So I've been seeing her mannerisms, though, and knew that they were not those of a young lady. For you to look just like Boosie, talk just like Boosie, act just like Boosie isn't a good thing if you're a female. It isn't a good thing if you're a male. But especially if you're a female. I'm not entertained by the videos of children, the videos of people showing their young children dancing and shaking their behind to ratchet music. I hate it. We think it's so cute. I hate it. I hate any videos of us thinking that it's funny of our children doing things that adults do, that adults shouldn't even be doing. So when I used to see this young lady talking like a man, acting like a man, having the mannerisms of a man, I'm just looking like, bro, y'all sitting here praising this woman, but her role as a creation from God is being disturbed and destroyed, and you all aren't saying anything. You know why? Because you're entertained by it. So you'll sit back and let this woman go down whatever path just so you all could be entertained and say, oh, that's Boosie twin. That young woman is dealing with hurt. That young woman is dealing with confusion. And nobody praises destruction to themselves like black folks. Nobody praises the same entities that destroy them like my people. We love rap music. And it's killing your people, impregnating your daughters, homosexualizing your children, criminalizing your children, and you love it.
So when your daughter came out and told you she was gay,
it was nothing. I mean, she still can't bring her situation to our house. My daughter is grown.
but why? She's wrong.
Because I don't want it to contaminate her.
First off, what you mean by why she's grown? Because I said so, woman. See, this is the thing that people don't understand about homosexuals and having to, like, sometimes you'll have to cut off a homosexual from even being around you. Why? Because homosexuals are the only people. I mean, there's some people who be fake thugging. They the same way like this. But homosexuals are the main people who have to wear their identity on their sleeve. Like, listen, think about it. Even if you are homosexual, how much sex you actually having? I don't want to answer to that question, but I'm just saying, just follow me. You may have sex, what? Now, I know some of these numbers are going to be low. Somebody's numbers way higher than this. But on average, just a regular person, how much sex you having in a real week, bro? Say you do it once a day. Say you do it once a day. Who cares? Say you do it once a day, every day. Say for an hour. I know that's, maybe kind of long. Say you do an hour a day. Your title is a homosexual. Something that you do for 1/24th of every single day. 7/24ths. Not even a third if you look at 7 days out of the week. 7 hours out of how many possible hours? I don't even think that's 10% of your time. Not even 10% of your time is involved in homosexuality, but yet you have to wear a title of being a homosexual 100% of the day. Everywhere you go, it has to be known you're a homosexual. So some people might be like, well, why would you not let a homosexual come over for Thanksgiving dinner? But you got other sinful people in there. Why? Because I might have friends or partners who's thugging. Yeah, they living in sin. But yeah, they gonna come over. You know why? They gonna respect my house. They're not going in and outside my door catching plays in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner. And I hate to bring up Thanksgiving because I hate Thanksgiving. I don't even agree with that as a holiday. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but fourth Thursday in November, that's what I call it. Say you invite somebody over for fourth Thursday in November. Whoever gangster, they're not gonna be in my house smoking weed. They're not gonna be in my house putting guns on the table. Bags of crack, bags of pills, zips, zones, or smoke all over the place. They're not gonna come into the party and have to let you know I'm thugging, y'all. I'm thugging. Like, now some may. Some just by looking at them, you may be able to just tell they come from a certain background. But even then, they know they know to be cool, to hide. A lot of gangsters, I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of gangsters, when they get in public settings, they shy. See, they thugging in the street, but a lot of thugs, when they get around normal settings and normal environments, they're shy because they're out of their element. So they cool and they quiet. I've seen it too many times. I'm talking about some of the most gangster dudes I know. Bring them to meet your mama. Have them bring them to dinner. Man, I remember one of my partners, dog, thugging. One of my partners, and I ain't gonna say his name. He probably wouldn't care anyway. But I say it just for the sake of conversation, just to be funny. My dog Trigger. I remember bringing Trigger by one of my people for like a Thanksgiving or some Christmas or something. When we was young, we was like 16, 17, no, probably like 17, 18. We go with my people. And my people, we do all kind of like, we do real proper type Thanksgiving. You get up and say what you thankful for and all that type of stuff. Man, they made my... Man, they got the Trigger and told Trigger to say what you thankful for. Man, Trigger looking at me sweating bullets. You'd have thought he was in court somewhere in the middle of a Fed case. He looking at me like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? And I don't like those type of things either, but I get through it. But my dad, to this day, he'll be like, man, remember when you brought me by your people house and it made me talk? So I know, but certain gangsters, like gangster dude, I got another one. I ain't gonna say his name though for sure. But I got another partner, I bring him around my people right now, son. Quiet as a church mouse. But making noise in the streets. But you're out of your element. You dig what I'm saying? So my point in saying all of that is, even they know not to come around like with that nonsense. They're gonna tone it down. And they don't want to bring heat to themselves. They don't want to draw attention to themselves. But let some punks come through. Let some homosexuals come to your events. Everybody got to know how flamboyant and gay they are. They got to be kissing on their partner, on their partner. Like, nobody wants to have that in front of their children, bruh. You're the only people that everywhere you go, your identity has to come with it. Everyone has to know how gay you are. Nobody wants to have to explain to their children the funny, odd type stuff y'all doing or looking like at an event. Why have to do that? Because you can't come through and put bass in your voice. You got to come through and talk like a punk, talk like a woman. I don't want to explain to my son what's wrong with you. See, even in a man being a gangster or a criminal, he's still a man. He's still doing masculine things. He's still doing masculine things. He still conducted himself like a man, acting like a man. It's not right things, but he still has the spirit of a man. That can be changed. That can be altered. That can be controlled. That can be directed into the right areas of putting that energy into something good. But if you done gave up your backside, it's gonna be hard, bro. And I don't mean to say this, you know, I'm not talking about folks who have had things forced on them, and now they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because I don't think many people have willfully just accepted homosexuality. So let me tone it down, because some people are going through things they hurt, and I don't mean to crack jokes out of this or anything, but I can't accept it. I can't, just because you're going through something, I can't justify it. Like the same way a bunch of my partners and people I know and love have gone through things, but I can't justify their criminal behavior. I can't justify that. If something happens to them, I know like that's the consequences of your sin. But how you gonna tell a man what he can't guard his children from?
It's a generation we raised. I don't want her to get too contaminated to her other 6, 7 sisters who look up to her. I want them to bring me grandchildren the right way.
Say, bro, y'all ain't never looked up to a sibling? So why you trying to act like this man crazy for saying, I don't want my children looking up at their sister thinking that what she's doing is normal? How don't you understand this? Now, keep in mind, if you are the same man who takes your male children while they are underage and allows grown women to perform sexual acts on them, you're not any better. You're not any better. And y'all know who I'm talking about. So you can't say you're worried about the bad image that your daughter is presenting, but then you yourself are presenting the image of dealing with women in an unnatural way in front of your young boys. You're not giving the best example either. See, Boosie got a lot of crap with him. See, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Boosie got a lot of crap with him, but some of the things he speaks out on, he's correct. But it's just that he's not speaking on a whole bunch of other things that he needs to be talking about either. But the man said he wants children the right way. How are you mad at a man for saying, I want grandchildren and I don't want them to have to be created in a lab? How is that wrong? How is that wrong? The natural way. Or if this woman ain't gonna give him children at all, because you can't unless you go buy them and purchase them. How is he mad for wanting a legacy?
Boosie crazy.
If I want grandchildren,
that's the part I wanted to hear. The person in the background talking about Boosie crazy. That sounds like a dude with dreads. Y'all know how I feel about men with long hair. That sounds like a man with long hair with some feminine views right there. That doesn't, I guarantee that dude had twist dreads or something. Ain't no man talking about Boosie crazy. No, real men know what he's saying. Real men want a legacy. Real men want children. Real men want their name to stand on this earth, and they don't want it attached to no homosexuality. So I guess I'm crazy too.
the right way. That's what I'ma stand on. You know, if I don't want my other little girl to look at that and say, what's...
Yeah, you're going to stand on it, Boosie, until you get that public backlash, and then you're going to try to soften up your ways, and we're going to talk about that too, but that's cold-blooded. I've never doubted they make real men, real gangsters, change their mind and opinions.
Daddy,
Contaminated.
to somebody she looks up to.
Yeah, that's what he said,
It's not
contaminated.
gonna come around. My grandpa didn't let it. My daddy didn't let it. And I didn't let it. I just hope the one under me, when they take this strong.
Yeah, and this same man that was doing all this y'all love and praise. When he was out here gangster Boosie, when he was out here acting like a gangster man, y'all loved him. So why y'all mad to know that gangster man the whole time stood on principles from manhood? That's too gangster for you? What's happening? Big Shay reporting for Duden. Look, I just want to say I most definitely appreciate the views and any interactions. I've had a few people reaching out to me, sending direct messages and things like that. What I need for you to do is make sure you are subscribed, like the video, leave a comment. No matter what it is, just leave a comment. If you want the word, the message to spread, to grow, if you want to contribute and be a part of the Yellow Cafe community, just do that for me so that we could get this message spread out. Make sure you like. It takes no time. It costs you nothing. Subscribe. It costs you nothing. It takes you no time. Leave a comment for me. You understand? That's all you have to do. If you're rocking with us, you can go find the plate emoji. If you're in the Yellow Cafe podcast and you came here to eat, drop a plate emoji, drop whatever. But just show some interaction so we could grow. Appreciate you. One.
They don't let it, because that's not what our family believe in. Like you say, we Southern Baptists. You know, I love me and my daughter relationship like this. But when she understands everything, she know daddy don't go, she know. But that's what she chooses to do. But she know we don't go, we don't go for that. I'm like Whitney Houston, mama. Stay over there.
Man.
Now this where it's about to get real, y'all. Cause I don't want to just bash this girl. This girl is hurt, son. Confused and frustrated. She's gonna say some things that are wrong, and we're gonna go over it. But this is a child, man. This is a child. She thinks she's smart. She thinks she knows a lot. She doesn't. But this is a child, bro. So let's show love while going through this. We just have a few more minutes. Let's just show love, you know what I mean? But we gotta speak on the real. And I know this is a hard situation. And I don't say all this stuff just, I talk this stuff like not thinking that things could ever happen in my life. I understand all that. But see, I don't like how people trying to say, oh, Boosie was talking about that stuff. Now look at what God did his daughter. No, that's a lie. Boosie could have been talking about this stuff because he already saw it in his daughter. We're just finding out. This man is always around his daughter. So he been knew these things. So you can't do that. You can't say, oh, this happened because of that. That's not fair. Boosie has every right to speak out against homosexuality. And if something happens to his daughter, it just so happens to his daughter. Everything that you say is still true. You got to figure out how to go through with it.
I really don't even know where to start for real, because this ain't even my character. I don't really be getting on here and giving y'all what y'all want. But
yet you're about to do it. Continue.
I feel like my daddy want me to give y'all what y'all want, and he want me to give him what he want as well.
Now see, they have something going on. Cause see, all of this still has biblical ramifications about honoring your mother and your father. I don't care what your daddy said. You don't really have any business getting on here talking about your daddy. Especially when your father was asked a question. He didn't just throw you under the bus because he wanted to. Like, he was asked a question. Now, I don't know what other things he may have said, but based on the clip we just saw, he didn't just get up there trying to bash you, and he said he loves you. He said he told you what he doesn't agree on. But this right here is out of line. You have no business coming to the internet talking about your parents. I don't care if your parents did it. God said don't do it. I don't care how you feel.
Okay, so he always speaking on my sexuality. The whole world know that. And
baby, you're not that important, baby. I don't know about the world. I don't know about the world, baby, but yes, a lot of us, we do know about it, honey.
It been about 2 years now that I'll be quiet. I keep quiet on the say nothing. You know, I just go with the flow. I did everything in my power to understand that.
Introducing this.
And that this is my father, regardless. Like, I'm gonna accept him and love him for who he is. So, I just seen he recently did an interview with Carisha, and he used the word contaminating.
You accepting him for who he is, but I mean, it's easy to accept a man who wants to be a man. You the one that's making it hard, baby. You want him to accept the woman who wants to be a man. Of course you accept him. He's your father. He's been providing for you his whole life, as a man should. Yeah, it's easy for you to look at a man who wants to be a man and say, I accept him for who he is. It's you, baby. You the one who's making it hard to accept who you are, honey.
and putting my siblings in it with that. If you know me, I'm so mad. If you know me,
this baby lost, bro. This baby lost and hurt, bro.
I love and respect my siblings with everything in me. And they respect me and love me with everything in them. When you getting on their nerves, I'm who they call.
First off, calm down. Calm down. When you getting on their nerves, I'm who they call. To do what? Just talk about daddy? After he finishes feeding them, you mean? After he finishes buying them some stuff, after he finishes providing for them, they call you to do what? Complain? Like you doing to us now in public?
My siblings, most of my siblings, teenagers. Teenagers you don't want to let grow up.
Teenagers that you don't want to... This was the part... I knew there was a part on here that really blew me. She's talking like she's so grown. She doesn't even understand how childish she sounds right now. Teenagers who you don't want to let grow up. Yes, they're teenagers. I'm responsible for them. What are you talking about? She didn't say adults that you don't want to let grow up. Teenagers that you don't want to let grow up. What are you talking about, baby? And see, this is y'all's fault. I blame y'all. Y'all the ones out here telling teenagers that they got rights, that they need privacy, that they grown, that they... Boy, teenagers are children. And I blame y'all who make these teenagers feel as though they are important. I blame y'all.
But okay. Another thing. You keep speaking on me gay. You keep doing interviews.
You said that like you just made a point or something. She made a point, y'all. I missed something?
And I don't say nothing, right? The first ever interview you did, you said you found out I was gay, that I like girls and I had a girlfriend from a picture that went viral. That was a lie. I let that slide.
I don't
Never
care.
addressed
We don't
all
care.
the things and the hurtful things you told me before.
I'm just saying, when you found out.
you.
Why do you have money in your hand right now, baby? Just talk. If you came to talk, just talk.
You wouldn't even understand. And no matter how you feel, at the end of the day, blood. I am your daughter.
And that's what he wants you to be, his daughter. He doesn't see that when he looks at you. And that's what God wants from us. God, when he looks at us, wants to see his creation. He wants to see what he made. So you're sitting here telling this man you his daughter, but you're not acting like it, baby. And I know he has a lot to do with this. I know there has to be some neglect around this to where it's his fault that you went this path. It has to be. So I'm not just blaming you and you alone, because you're a child as well. Even at your 22-year-old self, you're a child. Y'all, we don't even start thinking straight to be like 25, y'all. I don't know if y'all know the science or not. But we're not even grown yet, mentally. A lot of this conversation is childish, and she doesn't even know it. She's just angry, y'all. But these are your decisions. This is where peace, dog. This is where like when you see someone like this, bro, this person needs a reset. This person needs the peace of God. This person needs truth, bro. And many of us are just going to keep feeding her bad information and likes and views and feeding her the wrong information to keep doing what she's doing or feeling how she's feeling.
And me, I feel like I done been through the most with you.
Look, y'all, I don't know what their life is like. And I can't just say Boosie has a clean... I don't know what he had, what roles he has to play towards this. But obviously, if this is your child, you have a role to play in this. There's been some neglect there that this young lady feels.
And every time I turn around, it's like you bashing me.
It's not, see, and this is what people don't understand. Not agreeing with you is not bashing. People want you to agree with everything they do in order to show that you love them. That's not love. The Bible says a real friend is the one that's going to tell you when you're wrong. It says don't keep people around you that just agree with you and agree with you. That's not a friend. That's not a family member. Soon as you don't agree with someone, they're bashing you. And I never heard him say anything about his daughter specifically. I heard him talk about everybody else but his daughter.
It's like you bashing me. And it's like the whole world can go against you, but Ivy won't.
And you shouldn't. You're not doing anything that you shouldn't. You get no cookie points for that. That's what you're supposed to be doing, baby.
Since I've been a little girl, I never would go against you.
Look, man, this young lady is hurt, son. And everything that she's done has been a way to make herself feel better about it, whether she knows it or not. See, this isn't just talking about homosexuality, but this is talking about the relationships between parents and their children and what's taking place in this world in this day and age, bro. The devil is trying to kill, steal, and destroy, bro. I just want to go to some of these comments, though. We're going to end on this. I don't want to let the young lady talk anymore because I feel bad. It's hurt, son. It's just hurt and frustration, bro. But look at this. Meanwhile, his son flashing guns and videos. Okay, Boosie, you can't deny that. You can't deny that, bro. You're absolutely right. But two things can be true at once. He should be speaking out and against both things. So Boosie lifestyle is perfect. He has contaminated his own kids living the lifestyle he lives, but has the nerve to talk about his daughter. Say, bro, when you write, you right. That's a correct statement, bro. That is a correct statement, bro. Yes, what your daughter's doing is wrong, but there's plenty other areas of neglect and being lost in sin for your children to be caught up in, to be influenced by it, bro. This man is judging his daughter, which he has every right to, so this comment is terrible. But meanwhile, he has 6 kids by 8 women. Yeah. And in his mind, yeah, and all that's wrong too. It's foolish. It's foolish. But even in that, he's still conducting himself in a heterosexual manner. So yeah, that's sinful too, what he's doing, but there's layers and levels to it. You can't even have all the children he has. You know why? Because you gay. But that is still an example of something that's being put out there he's not the most morally correct dude. Like, there's too many holes in his arguments to talk about anything. You feel me? But I feel her for real. She's making a lot of sense. At the end of the day, they father and daughter praying, they have to sit down and get past their differences. All that's fine, but you still can't be gay. Yeah, they need to sit down and do all of that. And after that, she needs to have a sit down with God, and you got to get that out your life. Everything she's saying is right. She is very mature and respectful. I don't get that. And see, that's children giving props to this child when her whole conversation is childish. Yeah, she has real feelings that are real, are true, are genuine. But this is a child. You got people you don't know putting a battery in your back, speaking against your own family on issues that we shouldn't even know anything about. Everything she's saying is not right. And this is from a Miss Smith. So I don't see Mrs., so you must not be married. So that says a lot and proves a lot. He can accept having people killed, but not his daughter being gay. He stands on that. He should be proud she turned out well. She didn't turn out well. Obviously, that's the problem. She's gay. So she didn't turn out well. See, the standards are so low for you all that you take anything and you say, this is good. But if your child ends up homosexual, you're failing. You are failing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I don't care if they become president of the United States. You have failed as a parent. Like I said, the things I say only matter or only make sense if you believe in the Bible and Jesus Christ. If not, I can fully understand you not getting it. You feel me? But this is one of those situations, bro. I hate to see people's family business being brought to the internet, especially when these people are hurt and lost and need real help, bro. But y'all can say what y'all want, man. You can't accept any and everything. And it doesn't change just when someone in your family is doing something. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Will it be hurtful? Will it be difficult? Yeah. I just ask that y'all pray for these individuals, pray for your community, pray for your own family members, and keep it respectful in the meantime. But go to the word, know the word, man. Just stop hearing people say good things and thinking that is wisdom. There is no wisdom if the Bible rejects it. If something sounds smart and the Bible says the opposite, then guess what? The wisdom of man is foolishness to God. The same as the wisdom of God is foolishness to man. So with that being said, y'all, till next time, 1.